Students with autism have at least 2 or more problems in the area of socialization. First, they may have difficulty using non-speech behaviors for social interaction. For example, they may have trouble making eye contact.
Hi, kiddo. Hi. Oh, you look at me when you say hi to me. Oh, that was a nice try.
Other examples include difficulty using gestures, facial expressions, or tone of voice in their interactions with others.
Give me a high.
Also, students with autism may fail to develop peer relationships. Basically, they may not make friends with students their own age.
Will you play with me? Please, will you play with me?
Also, students with autism may not spontaneously seek to share enjoyment, interests, or achievements with others. For instance, typically developing students may come up to an adult to show them their artwork.
Hey, Mom, look what I drew.
That's awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
However, students with autism may only approach others in an attempt to get something they want.
Very good. Nice job asking for your book.
Finally, students with autism may lack social or emotional responding. That is, they may not respond when other people try to get their attention.
Kieran, can I have a car? Kieran, can you make it go down the red slide?
Also, students with autism may not respond when other people show emotions. For example, if someone gets hurt, a student with autism may not notice.
Ow!
While a typically developing student may ask the person if they are okay.
Are you okay?
Students with autism must also have at least 1 or more problems in the area of communication. First, a student with autism may have a delay in or lack of spoken language. Those students who lack language are often described as nonverbal.
What do you want? What do you want?
Other students with autism have delayed language in that they use few words or do not include all parts of language, such as pronouns or prepositions, when speaking.
Nice listening. We need the pieces of the puzzle. Say, I want play puzzle.
Puzzle.
I want play puzzle.
One puzzle.
Very good. Nice job.
For those students with autism who have language, they may have difficulty starting or continuing a conversation. Examples of this are when students do not answer or ask questions to keep a conversation going. Also, they may not be interested in bringing up topics of conversation.
What'd you do at school today?
Why?
Did you play with your friends?
So,
What'd you have for lunch? I bet it was good. Did you eat sandwich? Drink juice?
Students with autism may also have inflexible and repetitive language. Repetitive use of language is often referred to as echolalia. Echolalia may be immediate or delayed. Here we see an example of immediate echolalia, where the student repeats the question instead of answering it.
What number?
101.
1.
1.
With delayed echolalia, students may repeat words and sentences from TV shows, movies, or songs that they heard before. This type of behavior is also referred to as videotape talk, or scripting. Furthermore, students with autism may lack varied, spontaneous make-believe play or social imitative play. Here we see a typically developing student playing appropriately in the toy kitchen. This type of pretend play often involves communication, which is difficult for students with autism.
It's so scary. It needs some more cooking up. But there's some balls in there, but the pizza wants to go in there. The pizza has to go in there. Mama, the pizza wants to go on the plate.
In this example, we see a student with autism not engaging in make-believe play in the toy kitchen. Also, typically developing students imitate each other when they play.
My baby's gonna dance very gently. Mine too. Da, 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 da.
While students with autism have trouble imitating others.
Look, my baby's drinking. What is it?
Students with autism must also have one or more repetitive and inflexible behaviors. For example, they may have perseverations, such as rigidly following non-functional routines. They may insist upon doing things the same way every time, such as sitting in the same chair, using the same color cup, or taking the same way to school each day.
Okay, we're gonna go sit over here in this chair.
I want that chair.
Oh, we're gonna sit in this chair, okay? There you go. Great listening. Good job.
Students with autism may also have obsessions with inflexible and limited interests. For instance, they may obsessively play with or talk about fire trucks.
So what did you do at school today?
Did you know fire trucks are red?
Did you play ball at recess?
Did you know firemen drive in fire trucks?
Oh, you know, when I was in school, I used to like to play ball and catch.
Did you know some fire trucks can be yellow?
Also, students with autism may obsess over parts of objects, such as focusing on the wheels of a car instead of the car itself. Finally, they may have inflexible and repetitive body movements. Inflexible and repetitive body movements are often referred to as self-stimulatory behaviors, or SSBs. Sometimes this is even shortened further to stimming, or STIM. When students with autism participate in these behaviors, they are automatically reinforced. That is, they reward themselves internally without having to involve another person to give them the reward. There are many ways that students with autism can engage in self-stimulatory behaviors in order to give themselves pleasurable sensory input. It is important when working with students with autism to be able to identify these behaviors. Therefore, we are going to go over several sensory modes and discuss some examples of repetitive behaviors in each category. First, students with autism may engage in repetitive movements with their body, such as jumping in place, hand flapping, toe walking, or spinning in circles. They may also seek visual sensory stimulation, such as eye gazing or peripheral eye gazing, when they look out of the corner of their eyes. Visual self-stimulatory behavior may also occur when a student gazes at their hands or other objects, such as watching items spin, watching items fall, or looking at items that are lined up. Students with autism may also have auditory self-stimulatory behaviors in which they repeatedly make sounds or noises in order to hear them. Students with autism may also engage in oral self-stimulatory behaviors. For instance, they may play with their saliva, put their fingers or objects in their mouths, or grind their teeth. Another way that students with autism may gain sensory input is through their tactile system or through touch. For example, they may have favorite materials to touch, such as soft or fuzzy items. Finally, students with autism may gain sensory input through repetitive smelling behaviors, such as picking up items and smelling them before using the items, or smelling their hands. Now you have learned that the diagnosis of autism is made up of difficulties in socialization and communication, as well as repetitive and inflexible behaviors. With this knowledge, you should better be able to identify areas of need for intervention for students with autism.